2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Serenity Championship is about to begin. Delighted to have 2002 PGA Championship winner Rich Beam in the booth. I'm Luke Elvey, and it's a good morning to Henny Koyak, who's out on the course following our featured group.
Hey Luke and Rich, I'm looking forward to treading the fairways again with these two because they were absolute fire the first time round, and I have a feeling that after their exchanges on social media, it'll be even more spicy out here.
Well, I'm certainly looking forward to following along with these two. This is a rivalry that could be one for the ages. Can't wait to see what sort of excitement they generate.
Hello everyone, Miss Maggie Fan 82 back again with some more PGA Tour 2K23, and recently I've been trying to work on timing so I don't hook and slice and shank it and whatnot off the tee and off the deck. So as you can see, I've equipped some fittings. So if you look at the bottom right, the timing and swing plane are a lot larger now, which should make it a bit easier to, well, less likely to shank it and slice it and hook it. So yeah, but in any case, let's get started.
That was wonderfully done. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Setting
If
up
you
here
can,
from about
Henny.
185 yards.
So let's see what we do here.
Opting for the 5-iron.
Bite!
She's found the green on this approach. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Yeah, so
18-footer
the
for
short
her,
game
guys.
and
Little birdie looking here.
not hooking and slicing and shanking when you hit full shots have been my biggest weakness. So yeah, been working on that a fair bit in my quest for the platinum.
That is hunting for the hole.
Catching.
That's a good putt to make. That sets the great players from the good ones.
I can't ever recall him making a birdie and feeling bad about it. So yes, birdie on the first, great job.
And if you
coming off
can,
the birdie,
please
proud of
subscribe
themselves, a
and
chance to
like
keep
and
it rolling.
comment on my YouTube and Twitch channel. They're both the same name, Miss Maggie Fan 82. All the support will be greatly appreciated. So yeah, so if you can, please subscribe, like and comment. So here we are on the second hole. See, if I hadn't put fittings on the club to increase the timing and whatnot, and the swing plane, that would have been sliced something bad, very, very
I
bad.
would say tread easily. Go in there and just try to get into a good rhythm on the golf course. Don't try and go out and try and hit too many heroic shots or go after too many flag sticks, because if you don't know what the consequences are if you don't pull off that shot, well, shame on you. So I think that the veterans obviously have more knowledge about golf courses, and they can say, oh, I don't want to miss it there because that's dead. I've seen it happen before. When you go into a new golf course, Luke, you got to go in with it and just try and play a little bit on the defensive side. Don't get too greedy. Don't try and make too many things happen. Go in there, find some fairways, find some greens, hole a few putts here and there, get some confidence going first before you start attacking pins.
And now to Bubba Watson.
He's sitting there just in third place.
Jackass.
Let's take a look at the current standings. Here we are at the third.
So yeah, so the big reason why I've been working on swing plane and timing and whatnot is because I'd be doing fairly well, and then I'd always seem to have one hole where I absolutely destroy me score, because I'll either hit it into the water or whatnot, because I'll shank it, slice it or hook it. So that's why I've been working on getting some fittings to make me make it a little bit easier to not hook it and slice it and whatnot. Except for when you top it like that.
That was a little untidy, wasn't it? Henny, I'm sure you've got a better look of that lie.
Guys, you know the worst lie you've ever seen? Yeah, time's up by 10. This is nasty.
Playing up to an elevated green here. Seems to have chosen the 3-wood.
Ooh, bit of a bad bounce there.
That approach didn't hit the mark.
Missing it short there, they will definitely be upset.
Seven feet to the cup.
Ooh, gonna need to make this. I can't afford to get a double.
Looking good so far.
That limits the damage.
That hole looks double the size for this player this week.
And this putt is for birdie 3
Jackass.
on the scorecard. And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks. Now we're on the 4th tee here at Jacobson Homestead, and it's a par 3, playing 181 off the back tees.
Yeah, that's about as far as you're going to see this par 3 play, Luke. Player's going to go in there with the mid, probably shortish iron. Obviously, with the water on the right, you want nothing to do with that side as the bank severely slopes downwards. Bailing out to left of the bunkers, not so hot either. But with just a short iron in your hand, you think that these players are good enough to fire right at it, don't you?
Well, no, on my luck, I'll probably hit it in the bloody water, so... Yep.
That always looked wet, didn't it? Setting up in some very deep rough.
Probably going to have to club up.
Yep, solid connection. This is looking good.
Now, long-range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it?
Yeah, putting for bogey here.
Ooh, bit more.
Didn't quite have the right stuff there.
That will drive you bats.
Trailing by a stroke after that hole. Let's see what happens here at the...
Yeah, so those fittings are only on big drivers, so I probably am going to have to put them on my irons and that as well, so I don't do what you just seen then, just slicing it into the water like that.
Tee shot is looking good here.
Because as you've seen then, even though that wasn't on the white part, it doesn't slice too much because it's still in the grey in a little bit, so... No, I don't want to...
Going with the 6-iron here.
Bite!
This one's right down the pipe.
Ooh, what a shot!
Almost went in.
She's
What
playing
a shot.
Bubba at his own game with an incredible approach under that circumstance. Bubba looks a little nervous after that.
Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. Let's see what happens here on the 6th. Nicely done. Even for the day. Currently tied for first place. This one's heading towards the rough, I think. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Currently tied for the lead.
What a shot from the rough. This is gorgeous.
This is from miles away.
Looking for another birdie here.
Yeah, that's lovely weight. Getting it right up by the hole. Excellent job. Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
See, when you make fittings that affect the timing to make it easier to swing, it does affect distance, but it will make it so you can't sort of hit as far, but I'd rather hit it a bit more straighter and accurately than hitting long bombs, so yeah.
That's some good golf right there.
Well, it wasn't because I...
140 yards out.
But yeah.
Currently tied for the lead. Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. This one looks to be heading towards the green. And now to Bubba Watson.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see
Jackass.
this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
An opportunity for a birdie here.
Looks good.
Nice one. Fourth birdie of the day. And that will take her to 1 under. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum. Opting for the 5-wood. Come on, look after us. Little bounce to the right here. Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
And back to the course with the live action. This one's for birdie. That'll sting a bit. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
This is what they have left for par here.
And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard. After that, here we go. We're beginning the 9th hole now. She'll have to find a way to bounce back from that one. Oh, well done. Getting ready to play their third. Currently in the lead by a shot. Playing their 4th shot. Oh, that's the hands of a surgeon. Lovely touch.
Love watching this player around the greens.
And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. Oh, bold play here. Going with the chief off the tee. Not bad. Second shot here at the 10th. You liked that, didn't you? And here we are with the 3rd shot. Currently tied for the lead. she's a top quality player, this one. Chance to get one under the card with this putt. That's a good way to bounce back from the drop shot at the last hole. And with that, she'll move to 1 under par. But at the end of that hole, she's now broken the tie. Now our clear leader. Teeing off here at the 11th. Looks like they've sliced this one, Rich. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Setting up this shot from about 120.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. That was a little bit of a misfire, I'd say.
Now, coming out of the rough, missing the green was always in the cards.
This putt for par here. And down she goes. And now to Bubba Watson.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
And let's see what that shot did to the leaderboard. Leading by a shot after that hole. Now teeing off on the 12th hole. Going with the 5-iron here. That's a pretty handy shot. Oh, that's handy. She should be delighted with that. And Henny, what is she looking at here for this putt?
Straight back up this hill. Can be firm here.
This is a good chance. She should be impressed with that. That's another putt that will build on
This
her
is
run.
also being played on Pro-Am difficulty. Obviously, the higher difficulties, it'll be even harder to get it onto the time it perfectly on the swing plane and whatnot. But this is where getting fittings and that will definitely help you big time. So yeah, definitely work on your fittings of your clubs and whatnot if you want to make things a little bit easier.
That looks to be a fairway finder to me. And this shot from about 150 yards out. Currently leading by 2. Going with the 9-iron, I think. Wow, what a shot.
That would be back-to-back birdies for this player.
This one has eyes for the hole. And down it goes. So that's back-to-back birdies.
I like it. 2 in a row.
Now let's change gears and head over to Bubba Watson.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. We find ourselves on the tee, one of the stronger par 4s on the back 9 here at Jacobson Homestead. The 14th playing 483, Rich, from the tips.
Yeah, generous landing area, thankfully out to the right-hand side. Obviously a bunker down the left, and if you miss it even further left, there's water lurking. But the second shot, this is where it gets slippery. This is where it gets dangerous, especially to a back right hole location. All of a sudden, the water down the right-hand side comes into full view. Bailing out to the left in the bunker, not so hot either. Tell you what, it takes a brave player to fire at this flagstick.
Time now for the 4th shot. Now a 3-shot lead over the field. That's a good-looking shot there. This is a bogey putt coming up. Oh, just missed. And there may be some cracks starting to appear in this player's foundation. They've just dropped a double bogey. Welcome to this hole. It's a par 5. Well, that's a handy shot. Time now to play the second shot on the 15th hole. Good shot there, Beamer. Getting ready to play their third. Currently in the lead by a shot. This would be a great up and down. Didn't that look good for a long time? 7 feet to the cup.
Solid little par putt here.
It's on a good line. And that putt drops. Now 1 under, heading to the stretch.
And just with the slimmest of leads out there, Luke, this will be interesting to see how they handle the pressure.
All right, Henny. What's he got in front of him here with this putt?
They're going to need binoculars from back here to even see the hole.
What a putt to make. Well done.
Yeah, that is not what you want to come up against mid-round, mid-rivalry. That was mean.
Our current leader is enjoying a 1-shot lead.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
Ooh, we're at the par 3 here. I love these holes. Choosing the 9-iron here.
Clubbing up, smart. Got to control it, though. Let's see.
And now to Bubba Watson.
He's feeling good. Just birdied the last hole.
Okay, time to return to the action. Oh, this will be a big putt to make. A birdie always nice, but particularly when it's a 2. Just didn't drop. And that should secure the par on this one. So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on? Let's find out.
Oh, that's outstanding. Another great shot by our leader.
Luke, that one was humongous.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood.
This one is heading to a really not so good space.
Sitting at -1, currently in the lead. And here we are with their 4th. Currently in the lead by a shot. Oh, that's almost a gimme. Great chip.
Such soft hands.
And down it goes. Let's head to the next. And that makes her in a share of first. Rich, we find ourselves at the finishing hole here at Jacobson Homestead. And it seems strange to be playing it just at 400 yards.
I tell you what, though, I like this finishing hole because it gives you options. You don't have to necessarily hit driver here. If you do, you got to take it over some pretty tall trees, and you can't miss it to the left-hand side. The safe play, lay it out to the right, but now your second shot becomes just a little bit longer, a little bit more difficult to get it that close to the hole. I love the options you have on this finishing hole. A great opportunity for one final birdie.
Even for the day. Currently tied for top spot. Heading towards the rough, this one. Henny, what does that lie look like?
I mean, this is just her worst nightmare. Horrible lie. I don't even know if she's going to be able to get this out.
Huge chip here. This would force a playoff. You'll shoot 73 here if you can hold this. Nice stroke. And that will be all she wrote. And what an absolute shame that is, Rich. The win looked like it was in the bag too.
You gotta wonder, what exactly were they thinking? Obviously they weren't thinking about much of anything, because it just kept getting worse and worse. The decisions just weren't there. It's hard not to blame the caddy on part of this.
Well, on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, and Rich Beam, thanks for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow. 2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, proudly presents the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Shriners Hospitals for Children Open. Today's coverage is about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm so looking forward to following these two players in this group. They've been going back and forth a bit on social media leading up to the event and seem to really want to prove something out on the course today.
He's a kind fella, isn't he? He's a lovely gent, but he's a killer on the golf course. This is going to be a tough rivalry to take down. This one heading towards the green. Oh, good look at a birdie here. I don't mind the look of this. Well, Rich, that's got to feel good. Opening the first with an underpass score.
I've never been disappointed by starting off my round with a birdie, Luke, I can tell you that.
She's currently tied for first. The second at TPC Summerland is a par 4 measuring 469 yards from the back tee. It plays slightly downhill, so a strong drive here will set up even just a short iron approach. However, there's a huge waste area to the right, so accuracy off the tee is required. The smart option here is to lay back with the 3-metal and give yourself a full shot in, and also take one club less into this green as it will release down the slope. This one from about 160 yards out. And choosing the 8-iron here. That's not going to find the fairway. Not sure if that's what they're intending to do.
A bit short with that effort. That dog will hunt.
12 feet to the cup coming up.
This is important. Big par putt here.
That's well holed. Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
Yeah, he needs to press on that gas pedal. He's 2 strokes back from his rival.
And now we can take a look at how that play affects the leaderboard. And now we have this player currently sharing top spot on the leaderboard with the legendary Tiger Woods. Yeah, give yourself a pat on the back. There was a big impact for a lot of players playing alongside Tiger Woods. They almost got sort of, spooked by the occasion. Why was that?
More than anything else, it's the fact that they're playing in front of more people than they ever had in their life before. And this rings true for, I think, every single player out there, whether it was Ernie Els, Vijay Singh, anybody from that era. You had more eyeballs on you at that moment than anybody else because Tiger carried the biggest crowds every single tournament. And so sometimes it would be uncomfortable, even for the most accomplished players out there. Some of them will tell you, no, it wasn't a big deal, but I can promise you it got their attention and it probably helped them in a certain sense because when you played in front of that many people, Luke, you wanted to focus. You wanted to put your best foot forward because there is no worse feeling in the world than going out and laying an egg in front of 30,000 people. I can promise you that. That's why I enjoyed playing with him because when you went out there, you knew you had to play well. You didn't want to embarrass yourself in front of all those people.
The fourth at TPC Summerland is a pretty straightaway par 4 measuring 450 yards from the back tees. The fairway bunkers down the left and right are to be avoided. Really, not much to this hole. Just be accurate on approach. That's a chunky lie. It's going to take all their talents to get out of this one. Going with the 8-iron here.
Wow, did this come out beautifully.
And this putt to move them into a tie for second. No, that's too bad. And this putt to move into the top 5. Well, that's a momentum maintainer. Well done. It also moves her into the top 5 for the tournament. This is Justin Rose. So after that effort, this is the current standings on the course. Currently at +1 for the tournament.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
The 5th at TPC Summerlin is a par 3 measuring 197 yards. Depending on where they put the tees on this hole ensures the type of club you need to get at it. If you're going at it, make sure you avoid that bunker that's short and right. Looks to be going with the 5-iron. Oh no, is that heading towards the bunker? Wow, what happened there? They're in the bunker, looking for an up and down here.
What's in front of them, Henny, with this putt?
Just got to use the touch of a feather. Barely has to blow on it. This is just downhill.
This one's tracking and gets that putt to drop. Gutsy effort.
Good par save there from the greenside bunker. Job well done.
Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt. And after that effort, that's how it looks.
And all of them are chasing Tiger once again as we move to the next.
She's better than that. That'll be disappointing. What does she have in front of her here, Henny?
By my pacing, she's got 130 here.
Do you think they drew that up differently in their mind?
Now from that lie, missing the green was always an option.
Certainly makes putting easy if you can chip it that close.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Currently at +1 for the day. The 7th at TPC Summerlin is a short par 4 measuring just 382 yards off the tips. Really, you just want to avoid the trees on the left-hand side because that will prevent you getting at the green, which is well guarded by bunkers and trees. Lay up, short right, a nice little wedge in here, and try and make a birdie. A little off the mark on that approach shot.
Greens and regulation today has been absolutely abysmal, and that is reflective on their scorecard.
Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here.
If they sink this putt, they'll pull ahead of Justin Rose. Let's see if they can ramp up this rivalry.
That's a good putt to make, that one. And now over to Justin Rose.
It's been neck and neck. He's actually tied with his rival. This is tough. Can he do it?
And after that effort, this is how the leaderboard looks.
And the entire field looks up at that familiar sight and sees the name of Tiger Woods on top.
The 8th at TPC Summerlin is a big par 3 playing 239 from the tips. A well-struck shot will avoid the gully here, but anything to the left half can roll off the green. The bunker short rider also to be avoided, so you don't make a sloppy bogey. Going with a 3-wood here. That's not the outcome they were after.
Oh, a little shorty Baker on that action there.
Oh, that lie ain't pretty. She's got lots of work to get out of this bunker.
Yeah, this is not what they wanted. There might be a couple of hits here.
Playing their 4th shot. 4 strokes off the lead. Good chance this one. Right on 6 feet. Now nothing to sweat over that one. Well hold.
Tiger Woods back in his familiar spot, currently on top of the leaderboard here.
The ninth at TPC Summerlin is a par 5 measuring over 563 yards. Really, the main aim here is to just avoid that bunker off the left of the tee. Then, if safely in the fairway, you can get after this green. A strong shot will play to the left half of this green and feed down to any hole location. A birdie chance, no doubt.
Rich, one of the big advantages for the experienced players on tour is their history around particular courses. But what advice would you give to the new players who are coming to a course for the first time and how to handle it?
I would say tread easily. Go in there and just try to get into a good rhythm on the golf course. Don't try and go out and try and hit too many heroic shots or go after too many flag sticks, because if you don't know what the consequences are if you don't pull off that shot, well, shame on you. So I think that the veterans obviously have more knowledge about golf courses, and they can say, oh, I don't want to miss it there because that's dead. I've seen it happen before. When you go into a new golf course, Luke, you got to go in with it and just try and play a little bit on the defensive side. Don't get too greedy. Don't try and make too many things happen. Go in there, find some fairways, find some greens, hole a few putts here and there, get some confidence going first before you start attacking pins.
Well, I'm sure it looked better in their mind before they hit it. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby.
Well played. Trying to get to even par with this putt. Oh, this looks pure. And that's a long-range bomb. And rest assured their rival will be looking over their shoulder. Moments like that deserve another viewing. Let's take a look at the replay.
I could watch this one all day. Who would have thought that would go in?
And after that hole, the standings have this player in second place behind Tiger Woods.
I tell you what, inching closer to that top spot on the leaderboard, things are definitely heating up.
Come on, you're better than that. As we test ourselves here in the closing 9 at TPC Summerlin, what's the second shot into 11 like?
It's a very unfriendly second shot. This green sits above the fairway a good 4 to 5 feet. If you hit it long, you've got no hope of getting it up and down. A very scary shot, to say the least. If you walk away from a par here, happy days.
Yeah, that's a top little chip shot, that one.
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
And that puddle drop. Well done. Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Just one off the lead after that hole. The 12th here at Summerlin is another short par 4. 442 yards off the tips, but plays slightly downhill and leaves just a short iron approach. The only real danger here is the big body of water that starts around 150 yards short and goes right up past the green. And now over to Justin Rose.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
And he's down there,
setting up her shot from about 125 yards.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron. Well, that was a bit wayward, wasn't it? Right into the water on that one. Time now for the 4th shot. Just one stroke back in this tournament. Well, that's not ideal. Finding the trees. And that one's headed to the drink. 6th shot coming up. And just one shot off the lead. Not a bad play, that one. And this next putt is for triple bogey.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Was on a good line. Just 6 feet between her and the hole. Oh, that looks like a pure stroke.
And a very familiar sight, Tiger Woods on top of the leaderboard.
The 13th at TPC Summerlin is a monster par 5 measuring over 600 yards from the back tees. The big hitters with a tail breeze can cover that bunker on the left-hand side. But if you want to lay up, make sure you're giving yourself the right number, because there's a lot to this green and plenty of ways to three-putt it. Be careful on approach. Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? And here we are with the third shot. 5 shots off the lead. And here we are with their 4th. 5 strokes behind our leader. Beautiful shot. That's a super shot to get a spot in the top 10 with. Why not take another look at that effort?
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The 14th at TPC Summerlin is a straightaway par 3 playing 168 yards. The green slopes right to left, so make sure you've got the right length of club so you're not left with a long putt. And choosing the 8-iron here. Oh, come on, sit. What an opportunity to make a birdie. Ah, that's frustrating.
You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one.
The 15th at TPC Summerlin is a great short par 4. In fact, a lot will try and drive it in the tournament. If you want to lay it back, you've got around about 115 yards uphill to a green where you can't see those back hole locations. However, a good aggressive play here must avoid the pot bunkers around the greens or the big waste area to the left. A chance to make a birdie here or even an eagle.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
She's been reading it intensely. She's got 16 feet now. What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Just a 4-footer remaining. Now, nice to make a mid-range par putt. Currently at +3 for the round. The 16th at TPC Summerlin is another one of those great scoring holes en route to the finish. A par 5 playing 560 yards. A well-struck drive up the right half here gives you a chance to get at this green in 2. If you are going for the green, make sure you got enough club, because that huge penalty area in front of it will ruin any score. Be careful going through the green here as well, because getting down from over the back is not that easy. It's heading to the rough for mine. That's a smart option. Back into the fairway.
And what are we looking at here, Henny?
And from around 135 yards.
Opting for the 9-iron.
All right, we're going with an extra club here.
And now over to Justin Rose.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one.
Putting for birdie.
Looking great now.
It's just about 3 feet away.
Look who's stalking us all on top of the leaderboard. It's Tiger Woods.
The 17th at TPC Summerlin is a downhill par 3 playing 196 yards. Jonathan Bird once famously holed out in the playoff here to snatch the title. The green shapes right to left towards the hazard, So make sure if you're going to go for it, be very accurate. Well, it's found the surface, but that's about as much as you can say about it.
Outside chance here for the birdie.
This putt to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard.
That was a gallant attempt. This is a par putt. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next.
Time to take a look at Justin Rose.
Now, who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
The 18th at TPC Summerlin is a 444-yard par 4 with a big body of water just beyond the gully, which you've got to drive. Make sure you avoid those bunkers on the right side to give you a good iron into this green. Playing this shot from about 170 yards out. 4 shots behind our leader. Going with the 7. Oh, absolutely flushed. Scorecard filled with 3s never hurts. Good putt to make this. Ouch, that hurts.
Just a short putt remaining here.
And that'll be all she wrote today. Well played.
Another great event. No victory ultimately for this player, but at the end of the day, they're not really concerned because they were able to take down the great Justin Rose.
Absolutely. This player threw down their gauntlet this week to Rosie and beat him. It doesn't feel great sometimes to beat Rosie because he's such a nice guy, but hey, you got to do what you got to do. Congratulations to this player on their success. I can't wait to see what they do next on the PGA Tour.
Well, that was a thrilling day, and on behalf of myself, Luke Elvey, Rich Beam and all the hard-working folks at 2K Sports, thanks for your company. We look forward to the next time you join us.
I think I might switch it back to timing and rhythm, so I can hit it a bit more straighter and accurately. Anyway, I am Miss Magius Fan 82. Goodbye for now.